Hello everyone! I'm coming to you from Ottawa to chat about the Gutsy Walk, which is coming up on June 3rd in Ottawa. Now, this walk is to raise money for Crohn's and Colitis Canada. For those of you who don't know, I myself was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis back when I was in grade 9. And this year, I have decided to actively participate in fundraising and volunteering with Crohn's and Colitis Canada at the Gutsy Walk, among other things. I think it's a really important cause because it really affects a lot of lives. About 1 in 150 Canadians are affected by Crohn's and colitis. So I just wanted to make a short little video to help you guys understand, or to reach out for those of you who have experiences with Crohn's or colitis, and share my story with you, and maybe you'd be willing to support me in raising money for the Gutsy Walk. I will connect a link below, and feel free to comment in the comment section. So my story: back when I was in grade 9, I suffered from severe abdominal pain. Now, I didn't know what was causing it, and it was pretty much every single day, usually after lunch, and it went into my 3rd period class, which was gym. Now, I'm sure that my gym teacher thought I was faking it or something, because it was literally almost every single day and always in gym, but I was actually a super active kid and I really liked gym. So I would find myself on the bench in the girls' change room, like just lying down on the bench. I couldn't move. I was in so much pain. And then after maybe half an hour, maybe sometimes even shorter or longer, the pain would pass and I'd be fine. Like nothing even ever happened. So this went on for quite a few weeks, and finally one night I had woken up in so much pain that my mom came into my bedroom and thought that I had appendicitis. So she told me, okay, we're going to the hospital, like, don't know what's going on. So we waited in Emerge for, I don't know how many hours. It felt like forever. My whole hospital experience, I don't remember a ton of, because I was on so many painkillers. So finally got a room. They had no clue what was wrong with me, so just kept putting me on painkillers. I remember being on morphine and codeine, and an IV drip. I couldn't eat or drink. When I was offered like the jello or the broth in hospitals, which is already pretty gross, no offense, I wouldn't take it. So I would not eat it. I couldn't eat it. So finally, after maybe a week or week and a half, I think it was, I had lost 10 pounds. I was ghost white, in pain constantly. I had friends coming in and out. Don't even remember half their visits. I apologize, but thank you for everyone who did come to visit me and support me through it, because it was honestly a really scary experience. I know some people don't think that Crohn's or colitis are that serious of a disease, but they are. And especially when you don't know what's happening to your body, it can be really scary. So I just want to give a big shout out to my family and friends who have supported me throughout this experience and this journey that I'm on. And continuing on my story, so finally there was a pediatrician, thank goodness, who figured out what it might be. So they had to send me by ambulance to CHEO to get some further testing done. So I had the colonoscopy and a couple other tests done. I remember a nurse trying to put a tube like up my nose, and I wasn't ready, and I ended up puking on her shoes. I apologize for that. I also remember another doctor telling me that I was like secretly spitting out this drink, because they were taking like some kind of x-rays inside of me, and you had to drink that liquid so it highlights the x-rays. X-ray probably isn't even the right word, but for those of you who have experienced it, you know what I mean. So they were telling me to drink this entire bottle of this disgusting stuff, and it wasn't working. So the scans weren't showing up, it wasn't highlighting, so they couldn't see anything. And they thought that I was lying and dumping the drink into the toilet whenever I went to the washroom. And of course I was going to the washroom a lot because I had ulcerative colitis. So finally they figured out that I wasn't lying, and they ended up doing something else. Don't even remember what it was. But it was confirmed that I had ulcerative colitis. And then I was kind of on my way. So shortly after I was allowed to leave the hospital, I was eating again. I didn't really have a good guideline at the time of what I could and couldn't eat, but I was just thankful to have a diagnosis. Since then, my health journey has been a little bit wild. Some people call me a bit crazy or hippie-ish because of the way I eat, but I'm always trying new things to try and make sure that I'm living the best life that I can, and so I'm feeling the best that I can, because it really, really sucks to feel tired and in pain all the time, and with this disease, that's what it is, and not a lot of people see it. So for me, ulcerative colitis is a little bit of an invisible disease because it's not something that you can directly see. So I could be in a lot of pain and no one would know because I've gotten really good at hiding my symptoms, because with ulcerative colitis comes a lot of shame. Nobody wants to hear about, your stomach cramps or your bowel movements. And for a young teenager, it was super embarrassing. Even now, I'm 22, and I still find it really difficult to speak in public about it, because there's just that sense of embarrassment attached to it. But today, I'm coming out to try and raise money and getting over, my public fear of speaking about bowel movements, so I can raise some money for some research and for support groups for young people that I didn't necessarily have growing up. So yeah, that's my story. Today, I'm relatively healthy, dealing with ulcerative colitis. I'm dealing with some new stuff nowadays, like joint and hip pain that's associated with colitis. And I'm dealing with that just through exercise, through eating well, and trying different things. But mainly I wanted to make this video and share a little bit about my story and my life with you, and see if you guys would be interested in supporting me in this journey. So the Gutsy Walk is coming up on June 3rd, as I mentioned, and I'm really trying to raise a ton of money for this walk, and get as many people as I can out and walking with me and participating in the event, because it's so important, and it affects so many people. You don't necessarily have to have Crohn's or colitis. You could have a loved one who has it. You could have irritable bowel syndrome, or you could just help out for fun and to offer your support and kindness. So thank you guys for watching my video. I apologize for the poor quality, and I'm totally not used to speaking out in public and making videos, so I'm sure I stuttered and stammered a lot. But thanks for watching, and please send in a donation or contact me if you're interested in participating in the walk, or just look up Gutsy Walk. You can find a walk in your location, whether you're living in Toronto, Ottawa, wherever the walk happens, in lots of different places at different times. And if you are struggling with Crohn's or colitis and are looking for some support, feel free to send me a personal message or comment. I would love to chat with people and just help anyone I can and discover different ways that maybe you're dealing with your Crohn's or colitis. So thanks again for watching, and have a great night, guys. Okay, bye!